You all right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yo,
right.
spam this shoe for the production crew. That's what I like to see.
That's right.
Chops the stinger.
Working hard. Shout outs to the moderators who are keeping the scores tight, making sure that they get all the scores in, recording, collecting, putting it in the information. It's a very thankless job back there. They're doing a great job. And yeah, of course, Stinger is our restreamer today, doing a fantastic job. Hurdling those technical difficulties to give us the show that we're watching today. It's looking great. The transitions are slick. We're enjoying it out there. Let's see some shoes for the production crew.
Like 99%. Oh my
god. Shoes for days. All right, they got a little bit of a break. Interesting to know how much of a break they actually took. Looking like Indo gonna get a little bit of an early advantage
we
here.
We are professionals.
First time we've seen this game today, actually. There were a bunch of the obstacle course games we just didn't see too much of. Constantly taking those good turns on the discs, always getting propelled forward at what you see. And now we got the balls coming down, trying to dive into them, keep it from actually pushing you back down. But again, Indo with just a very slight lead on the rest of our pack. Fi and Philly actually right behind him.
Oh, there's a middle one?
Yeah,
Nightwalker not far behind.
They knew it. They kind of
we have got a big Edis. I gotta imagine our players are gonna be seeing them today.
Oh, shoot,
Indo
dude.
taking it. Ooh, Philly not able to capitalize on the Edis himself. Our other players are able to though.
Silver.
Just got caught up a little bit.
Yeah,
silver medals for the rest of the crew, I think.
literally jumped in front of
the
that.
gold medal going to Indo, so that's an early kudos lead right there.
What round we're in the semis now, G?
Qualifying right there. I don't believe this
also,
was
Maps,
our
thank you for the
first
sub
match
for
then.
3 months.
Might have missed out on the first one, or it was just a tinier
I love
line.
Nightwalker. He's a good man.
Might
Yeah,
actually still see silvers across the board.
All right, I still got silver.
3 silvers and the 1
before
gold.
this game started, he goes.
Yeah, 37 means that there was just a smaller lobby starting out here. That can work to these teams' advantages. They don't have to play quite as long. They can just go right into these games and hit the finals and get those kudos, get those crowns out of the way early.
Yeah, moving here.
Slime climb.
Into round 2 of episode 1. We got another rollout. There is a variation I know where you can get a cannon off in the distance, and I believe that is the variation we're seeing. Fruit's gonna be flying this way, only 3 discs
when I don't shave,
to
it's
work
not 'cause
with.
I
This
don't,
could be a
it's
little
not
bit of
'cause
a
I do it on
scarier
purpose, it's
variation
just
for
'cause I'm
our
lazy and
players.
depressed.
It's a mood.
It's a mood, man. It's a mood.
Okay, I'm not getting grabby.
Oh, looks like no can actually. Okay, just a smaller set of platforms in general. So here, round 1, I don't know necessarily. This would show a lot if they tried to go aggressive to get their players out. Saying, I'm not going to wait till we potentially have a disadvantage. We're going for the grabs now. All our players running around though.
There's no cannons,
Staying
but
safe.
still.
Not seeing many grab opportunities yet. Yeah, I didn't know there was just a baby. I thought if there was 3 chat, I thought that meant you were always going to get the fruit. You can tell I did half my homework. I'm that kid who did enough homework to get a B.
I just need 2 more.
Yep.
Cram the night before. Like, oh, Fall Guys. I haven't touched this in 4 months.
I was trying to woo with them. Yeah,
All
okay, they're trying to
players
emote
looking
back.
alive. We need 1 more elimination.
Cool.
Not looking like it's going to be any of our players. They're moving on.
It's so stressful, dude. I hate
Everyone shaking each other's hands. A job well done. We're moving on from rollout. Lobby getting a little bit smaller, down to 22.
Only after the second round, too. You like to see that 3-wheel rollout because it gives the opportunity for some shenanigans to happen, but none today. Fi actually has a little bit of a theme song going when he gets into a rollout. He sings along. He sings along to that background music going, die. And I'm surprised I didn't hear him singing that song. I didn't see him getting grabby, getting handsy there. Maybe we'll see it in another episode.
Yeah, maybe we're getting a little serious here, down to the line. Okay, it was all fun and games. There's 32 of us. There's 16. There's
incredible.
Oh,
Dangerous with the die, and then
and we can win the whole thing. Okay, maybe getting a little more serious here. We'll see. I don't know. I can't imagine Fi and Philly.
Some might say, hey, you might be sucking up to the commentators. No.
Wall guys.
Totally.
Only 13 are gonna make it. 22 players to do it, so less bean bodies in general.
Absolutely, and look who's out at the front of the pack. We got Philly fan, right? We got Philly leading the pack, and he is just marking his path now. He knows that there's some big blocks at the end. He's got to figure out how to get over there. He's the only one in this red section right now. Easy gold medal if you can grab this ledge, and there it is.
Yeah, this will neutralize the kudos count advantage that was going to Nightwalker and Indo off their gold medal off the first game of this episode. So assuming the other three can secure silvers, of course there aren't a lot of silvers to go around in a 22-person lobby. Only
you gotta
gonna
grab,
end
you
up
gotta
going
jump
to
grab.
like
You can't.
4 people. Yeah.
Maybe
At least 2
3,
seconds ago
maybe
you could.
4.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
And
Can you
Nightwalker is going
dive
to be the
it?
second of our competitors to get in
Yeah,
here.
you gotta time it.
Okay,
You
got
can see
it.
Fire Dragon's getting a little bit frustrated trying to climb up the same way as the rest of the lobby, so he takes an alternate approach. It's going to work out for him here, I think. He's going to line up his jump and dive, and he's going to get in.
Yeah, they
He's gonna
got
be the last
first
one
and
in,
50,
though.
I think. Or,
Yeah,
first
that's
and
definitely going to be a
50. That's gonna
bronze
even
for him,
figure
so that's going to
Yep.
neutralize the potential medal advantage that Philly was able to give his team, getting that gold. So it's still going to be just a
if you go to, like, a
small
Hoopsie
kudos
Heroes or
count
something like
advantage
that.
for positive
That would
vibes
stink.
going here
Well, that's only that was
into
only round 3.
potentially
You're
the
right,
final
yeah.
round. We'll see. Probably one more preliminary.
13, yeah, we're only in
we just
our,
saw
I
tail
believe,
tag and
third
then
round
up.
of the match, so we'll probably see one
Very,
more
very true.
before we get to a finals. And, you know, at this level, it's not going to be anything. It can't be a team game.
Who
It's an
knows
odd
what's
number.
gonna
We might
Who
see ourselves a
knows?
Hoopsie Legends. Oh, there it
Wow.
is.
My God, do you play this game? That's weird.
You know, I think at
It's gonna be
least 4
6,
hours in this game,
yeah.
so I don't want to call myself
see
an
where I
expert, but I'm
spawned.
getting there, you know?
I mean, just follow my lead.
One of
I've
us
got
is right in
like
front of the
7
ramp.
crowns in this
You
game.
are,
Just
but the
just
ramp
follow
doesn't
my
quick, so-
commentary. I'll tell you everything you need to know. But here we are in Hoopsie Legends. So first time I think we're actually seeing this today. Need to
I'm gonna
get
hold
a
Peabody.
total
I'm
of
gonna
6
hold him.
points from the hoops. Golds are still worth 5.
Go
See
for
a
it, go
big
for it, go
gold
for it.
one right there.
Of course I grabbed it.
Unfortunately,
Oh, you
Nightwalker
grabbed it.
not quite
Flower
able
got
to
it,
get the
NPC
kick
got it.
in his favor.
I tried to grab him,
So
bro.
missed out on that
Okay.
selling out for the one.
I'm gonna go white
the only
rings.
one with any points right now, although Nightwalker
There's-
able to find
there's
2
a
more
gold
hoops
ring and game
themselves.
jump away.
5-5 up to 5. Just
Okay.
needs one more. Philly right there, just getting his
towards
first.
it.
Indo sitting at 1 as well. Ooh, we got another golden hoop right here. 5-5, the first of our players to move
Got it.
on. We got
Well-
7 spots to be given out. Indo, 1 apiece for both of our
Just
players.
play whites. You've probably got
Philly,
like 15 seconds
fortunately,
left.
sitting at 1
Honestly.
out of 6. This is a very
more.
scary moment.
Yep,
This
you
is
hate
even
to
next
see
season.
Hoopsie Heroes, I should be calling it,
Bruh.
because otherwise I'll get
Looking good.
I'll get
They didn't qualify
chastised by
either. They
certain
didn't qualify
members of the
either.
community.
He's
But
got
look at
4.
this. Philly's getting that gold
He got-
ring,
he got one.
securing that
He's got-
spot.
You're
It's up
in.
to Nightwalker to make it in. 5 out of 7
Nice, dude.
qualify. You hate to see
Oh
it
my
so
God,
late
did you
in
get a
this
gold?
episode
Yeah.
because when you do,
You're
you
literally,
know
like,
that you got to
you're-
be
you're-
fast.
Same
There's
spot,
only
same
so
spot.
many rings to go around, and there's only 7 spots to get in.
I can't make
Nightwalker
that.
with the
Corner
jump
corner
strap, but
Right in.
unable to make it
Only
happen.
1 spot still to go.
Let's go.
And he makes it in. Getting that pink medal, not getting
doggy.
any bonus kudos as a
Saucy.
result. but
Let's
he is
go.
going
Get
to
your
be
heart
in
rate
the
up one
finals to help
time.
out. Yeah, you can hear him. You can hear him saying, "Let's go." Heart rate is up. He's ready for this final. What is it going to be?
What's going to be at 7 players? Pretty much everything is on the board. Any game could be pulled out. And yeah, that was very much a survive in advance. I'm popping off for that final jump through the hoop. What do we got?
All right,
It's
so
a
5-5 is
jump
gonna
shoot.
grab. So watch yourself.
Showdown, baby. Seeing lots
Philly
of jump showdowns today.
might
Lots of
or might not, so
hexagons
just
as well.
be on
That's
your
good.
toes.
We can keep Fall Mountain out of this. No Fall Mountains
don't
for
get
me
2v1.
today.
You
Those
know what I mean?
yeah, I'm about to say, I imagine it's S tier is those 2 finals, and then there's everything else down at like C tier.
Yep.
So,
We don't have the Royal Fumble. We don't have the tail final in rotation right now, just because maybe Fur and I broke it a little bit, and the developers noticed.
Dang,
But
you
hey,
looking fine over here.
we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the fact that we're not
Nice
seeing any
flip.
Fall Mountains. And, you know, as a commentator, me and Patty were talking about this yesterday. As a commentator, I love to see Fall Mountain because we've seen some drama in the Fall Mountains.
You know,
Crowns
play
coming
the
in
side
from
down, yeah.
behind, a little bit of desync, not knowing who's going to win the crown until the last possible second. But, you know, as a competitor, I do love to see these jump showdowns and the hexagons. Bring in the heat, bring in the competition. It's absolutely the most skill-based finals that we can have.
looking like our players playing pretty passive. Not seeing anyone going for any grabbiness yet. Maybe going to wait till the bar gets a little bit faster before we get to that point. I'm sure there's kind of a middle sweet spot where you like to
Oh,
go for
boy.
the grabs. Our players getting moved around a little bit, and that is going to give us our final 2. Oh, Indo taking
Oh,
a jump right
my
there. Don't really
goodness.
see what happened right there. 5-5 joining him in the drink. And
A
we got both of our
desync.
players isolated.
a desync push is making it so that all of, like, it's a 1v1 situation now. We have Nightwalker, we have Philly. They're going for the grabs, and Nightwalker comes out on top. Nightwalker is going to be walking away with this crown.
Big one.
Nightwalker was one
You love to see
away
it.
from not even being in that fall showdown. Now all of a sudden he's like, okay, you can have the 35 kudos. I want the big 700 plus in the crown coming to me from Jump Showdown off the big grabs. A lot of crazy desync there. Got the pink on the resume, but that's good enough because the big gold is there, taking the early advantage out of round 1.
And amazing there. You could see Indo gets out on a desync push. Fi gets out on a really bad cycle for the bar. The entire lobby goes down with him. It's a 1v1 situation, and all you've got is Philly and Nightwalker. And what do? They play chicken, and I loved watching that happen. They both gave each other a hug. They were saying, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. And Nightwalker was the one who ended up out on top in that situation. You know, you can't really ask for very much closer than that in a Jump Showdown. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, I loved the immediate decision-making from both players. There's like, maybe when like, oh, the rest of the lobby dies, there's this thought process from more conservative players of like, oh, well, maybe I can just jump this out. No, both players are like, nah, I'm ending it right now. Here amidst the chaos, both of them go for it, but Nightwalker able to come out on top. I love the almost getting eliminated the round before on Hoopsy Legends. Nightwalker, you are the legend now as you are securing the first crown of the semifinals of Fallapalooza.
That's right, and we're going to take a peek over those scorecards, and obviously the kudos are going to be close except for Nightwalker, who has the lead advantage here. 1140 kudos. You can tell that this round was a bit of a short one. Maybe Nightwalker didn't get the best medals there because 1140 is a little bit on the lower end for a crown. So only 700 kudos separates these two competitors. That's less than a crown's worth. Super Bowel Brothers are not out of this yet.
Absolutely. Now we got 2 more full rounds to play. And Philly and Fi, they have been here. All of our competitors have been here before on massive stages here in Fall Guys tournaments. So they've all been down before. How do they respond now?
How do they respond now? Maybe you see Fi getting a little bit handsy. Maybe he's singing his die song in those rollouts. Maybe he's getting right up in their faces, telling them that he's here and, you know, not giving them any breathing room. That's the way that they got to play if they want to try and steal this win from Positive Vibes.
Positive Vibes, keeping it positive. Excited to see going here into round 2. And their lobby set up again. We've throughout the tournament so far, everyone, it's been always 2 matches stacked on top of each other. We've been add stuff to cut over to. We're down to the final 4. We're giving you guys some breathing room and we're going in 1 match at a time. So our players get a very small break and then we go right into the next lobby, the next round. They had a smaller lobby in that round. That was interesting to see. I believe only, far less than 60 players. They're only around 50 or so. Be interesting to see if they get a full lobby with this round 2 and beyond.
That's right. And now we're down where you mentioned it before. We're down to just 1 team playing at a time. I don't know if you were watching yesterday. We had some interesting, intense matchups where several different matches were queuing into the same lobby together and causing chaos. And, the one infamous one where 3 separate matches, we're talking 6 different teams, 12 different players at this top skill level all playing in the same lobby together, 9 of the 12 of them advancing to a Jump Showdown final where everything is chaotic and they're just grabbing everybody. That's not going to be happening anymore. It's just you and your opponent, and you got to come out on top.
Yo, I just saw the canon name for it, but now our head canon here at Fallapalooza, it's OnlyFans, coming to you guys here. Another one of the season 2 new games. Making their way through. Let's immediately see who's got the position advantage.
I'm all the way in the back.
Everyone kind of a little bit further back. No one's standing in the front row.
Top 20 is what we're going for here.
We got people with better internets. Indo able to jump out from that second position. Oh,
you know
we're
what?
getting
I'm
pushed
sure you did it with
into
style and
the
grace.
last position now. Moving back. No one able to get that immediate separation from
That's
the
all we can
rest
ask for,
of the numbskulls in the NPC crew.
That's right. It does look like Philly has the number 1 spot out of our competitors. He's just playing it safe. He's just kind of following along the front of the pack. I don't know if he's really in a position to get first place with this arrangement, but maybe he's got to move up his sleeve. He's going to pull out ahead here. We're going to see.
Yeah, we're here near the end. We got one more set of obstacles to go across. Nightwalker taking an unfortunate fall right there. Falling just a little bit behind.
And you know who did it to him? Fi did it to him.
Wow.
Getting a little bit handsy, making sure to tell Nightwalker, hey, you can't just get a lead on us like that for nothing. I'm going to be giving you my hands. I'm going to be grabbing you. I'm going to be singing my die song. And I'm going to be honking directly in your direction and making sure that you know I'm here.
Big honks from 5-5. 5-5 making it in.
Good job.
That should secure a silver as well. Looking like all our players. Silvers all around. Call it a wash for OnlyFans. Moving on to round 2 here pretty soon in episode 2.
You got 8th.
Yep, silver medals for everybody. No
9.
gold medals. I think the
So it's
NPCs
gonna be
were able
close.
to
I
edge
think it's
out
not
Philly
gonna be
there. So
since we
it's
have a
just
5-minute
down
break,
to,
we just
you know, we're basically just taking a pass. We're taking a pass. We're
gonna be
moving
that
on to the
long,
next
but
game.
Yeah, go get one.
And look at this. I don't know if you're seeing this. Can we get a zoom in on Philly? Philly on the Stairmaster getting a little exercise in while he waits for these
Whoa,
NPCs.
Dude, I applaud that. Heck yeah.
You know, he's getting swole. He's getting swole while on the job. He's in it for the money. He's in the money. He knows he can take some time, get those stretch breaks in by, you know, exercising those glutes. You'd love to see it.
I'm trying to not take this as the ultimate BM to the rest of the NPCs in the lobby. This poor flower is doing all they can to get across. If they were ever watching, oh, how'd the third place person doing? Oh, he's getting in his 10,000 steps right now.
Absolutely. You know, giving a little salute to the crowd. This is just how good these competitors are. You know, Philly and Fi-Fi, Philly specifically, he just goes in and he says, hey, I can finish big fans and then do 100 reps on my elliptical, and you guys are still straggling behind on this level. Pick it up, NPCs.
Fant was helping me do research for season 2 the other day, just kind of showing me these games, and he said, I guess the ultimate BM you can go for, I don't know what you guys call it, you go to the end, you come back all the way to the beginning, and then you go and finish the race. I don't know if you got a name for that or not, but I said, oh my God.
It's kind of just a challenge that's developed within the community. I think it was like Spark City, actually, who got eliminated in the last round. I think it was him that kind of came up with the challenge. Essentially, the checkpoints get in the way, so you have to make sure you don't die. You have to get to the end, come back to the start, get to the end again, and honestly, you know, these competitors, these NPCs, I should say, they sometimes take 3 minutes to get the job done. You can finish at a level of OnlyFans in about 45 seconds, so it's possible. It's possible to get to the end and complete that challenge.
I feel like we've been sitting on 38 out of 43. They've got to be getting timed out soon. We've been sitting on 30 out of 43 for like 10 minutes. Come on, people.
There it goes.
That's right. We got a tournament to run over here.
They're timing it out.
Fall Guys.
That was so much worse.
Philly
this
sees
time
the
than that
result
fall
screen.
ball
He's like,
match.
okay, I got to rush back.
He's
breathing heavy.
He's probably like, whoa, I broke
be
a
too tired
sweat.
to play, or
I was
you
not
good?
expecting that.
I went for a small hike and I came
Get out
back
the
and I'm
count.
good.
We're good.
Catching your breath.
38. People bringing it up in chat. Jinx? No.
Oh, God.
Perfect
match.
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 Hold your breath. Is it going to be a perfect death match? It is not going to be a perfect
It's
death
not-
match.
We get
No.
a true break.
Sip bucket.
Can you believe it?
Yep, this is where you get up, you do your own stretch break. You know, obviously you're sitting here, you're watching the competition, you're watching Philly do his Stairmaster. Unfortunately, Philly can't do it this time, but maybe you can. You go on your Stairmaster, you get some stretches in, you go grab a snack, do what you got to do, refill your popcorn, maybe grab a drink, and then be back. Be back in about a minute for the end of this perfect match.
Yeah.
You
I
see
do
some
want
rare
to hear it in
charts.
chat. This is the kind of content we pull from when regular perfect match is on. Chat, everybody give me your favorite fruit. I
Yep.
want to hear your favorite fruit. Dangers, what's your favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit is bananas for sure.
Orange.
I'm going
Dude,
bananas.
we've got 2 bushels of bananas in the
All in the
kitchen
middle.
right now. That sounds pretty good.
in the Spike Vegeta household, you keep the
Oh, yeah.
bananas. Oh
Over
yeah.
in the spike pit. Oh yeah.
You know, if you don't want bananas ruined for you, I recommend you don't go into my my top clips because maybe that might change your mind.
Oh, I watched that.
Oh, okay. never mind.
I watched that live. I was like, what is that sub? Oh my god. Oh my god. I just love that, like with the green screen effect on it. It just looked like your hand was like phasing into another dimension.
I was pulverizing it out of existence, essentially. I will tell you, I had some very good banana bread after that.
Ooh. Oh, banana bread sounds so good. All
I
right,
haven't done
anyone
any
get
bacon in a
eliminated?
while.
Yo, people finishing
Cool.
on bananas. Hell yeah.
Cold
Three-
man.
I see the clip
Glock.
coming in the chat. Thank you very much, beginning for providing the quality content.
Not the kind of game I would want to get in a tournament, but that's all right.
So again, we are here about halfway into our first semifinal match. The winner of this going to the finals, but the losers will not be done for the day. They will be going to that third place match. Right now, it's positive vibes, keeping it positive, keeping the advantage over Super Battle Brothers as we got another fruit shoot riot opportunity.
Yeah,
let's see, we got some more Yeetuses on the side. Let's get heated
fruit shoot.
to potentially another gold medal.
Pretty nuts.
And the yeets on the side, you know, as a competitor, you like to see those. It's the times that you don't that you kind of panic a little bit, because then you are just at the mercy of the fruit RNG. You get hit by the fruit, you go back to the beginning, and there's nothing to really kind of back yourself up on. You know, if you fall off the stage, you can't yeet yourself up to the front of the pack again. You just kind of have to run, so you have to be more careful. I like seeing those yeets because then it provides you the opportunity to save yourself in a bad situation.
Indo securing that gold medal. Looking like Philly's probably going to be lagging back just enough to drop into the bronze group. I do believe Fi and Nightwalker were able to secure the silvers. They all just got a little better yeets than Philly. All 4 of our players going for the yeets.
Yeah, I think maybe desync on the streams there. I think Indo actually might have taken second place. Fi was able to get the gold medal there. It was very close.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. We'll see when these competitors roll in. Oh, you can hear the competitors kind of just like sighing for the unfortunate being they got carried away by the log. You love to see that.
My little bean.
Yeah, I imagine there's different tiers of Yeetuses where, like, depending on positioning, maybe if you're behind, you're going for the Hail Mary shot. Fruit shoot, I imagine you go for every single time.
Absolutely.
20-man hexagon?
Absolutely.
I was expecting blocks party.
More wall guys. This has been a popular game. Do you feel like this game pops up more in the rotation here in season 2, kind of promoting the newer games?
There absolutely was that earlier in the season. They said, hey, we want you to play these new games. These new games are fresh, so we're going to throw them in the rotation a little bit more. They apparently pulled back a little bit, pulled it back a little bit. But, you know, some games just kind of have unique player counts. And I think that once you get into the, you know, 30 to 20 range, that's when Wall Guys is going to start popping up. It can kind of compete with things like, you know, the Hoopsie Legends, which is another season 2 game. It can compete with things like Fruit Shoot. But, you know, there's only a small pool of games that you can kind of pull from that, and one of them just so happens to be this one. So you see it a lot, and I like it. I think out of all the season 2 games, this one is my favorite.
He fell again.
Indo had the advantage on the pack there, was just short on one of his dives, and now, as you can see, he's got a bunch of friends, and those friends are finishing up before he is. Oh, Fi actually up here at the top, potentially holding off. They're maybe going to go for some defensive plays right here.
I was just trying to
see these strategies.
Just making sure Philly gets in.
Yeah, you're seeing. Fi-Fi's strategy there was to try and maybe stop the other competitors from getting up into the goal. So didn't end up working out in his favor, but Philly able to qualify. We're probably going to see another sandwich situation, maybe a gold. Or no, I guess Philly and Fi-Fi are not going to be able to get the gold. So lagging a little bit behind in the kudos, but, you know, moving on to the finals.
We probably just need 2 crowns anyway.
What do you think, Fall Ball?
Yeah, bronze. The only silver to go around actually was for Fi. So they did catch up a little bit in the kudos right there. Again, positioning matters depending on how these other crowns go out. But they definitely are going to need a crown in order to get back into this.
And I'll go for the grabs, maybe?
Absolutely.
I mean,
and we are going into the 5th round of this episode, and 12 players means that we might see a team game, but no, it's going to be a jump showdown. We're going right into the finals here.
Chunkier jump showdown here, 12 players. I imagine that's on the upper end of how many players it'll take with it.
A double crown.
Again, only 2 tiles will remain for our players. It's completely random how they fall.
That's true, yeah.
Let's see how our players try to play towards groups, what kind of aggressiveness we see. A lot of jump showdown today. Very popular game in today's quarters and semis. Philly and Fi needing a crown to stay in this. At the very least, cannot let Nightwalker and Indo get the crown.
That's right. If they can force a tie, make it go to a 3rd round, maybe they get a final that they like better in that 3rd round. Maybe that's what they're looking to do, but they just absolutely cannot let positive vibes walk away with this crown right now. We saw how the last Jump Showdown went. The last Jump Showdown was chaos. Left in a 1v1 situation. Nightwalker just left it up to chance. Just grabbed Philly and said, hey, it's me or you. And it ended up being him.
3 platforms left. We got this one over here. Little scary how it's shaking. Yeah, we've got 2. Ooh, that
Philly
is an
goes down.
elimination for Philly as Indo crosses over and crosses over into the drink. And eliminate.
Oh.
Wait.
Fi-Fi, I think Fi-Fi was the
we're
one
still
who
in
grabbed
this.
there.
Okay,
It's hard
cool.
for me to really tell. I think maybe Nightwalker was going for that, it's me or you situation once again.
everyone always
But if you ask me, Super Battle Brothers, they probably want that.
Yeah.
They
Now
probably
they
want
at
that
least
situation.
bring it down. I can understand that. Letting them live one more day. You absolutely could not let positive vibes take that crown there. So now it's still a question mark. It's down to, it's pretty cut and dry. You need the crown here in round 3. Probably more of a defensive measure on Fi-Fi's part. When Philly goes down, that is their tournament hopes flashing before their eyes. Overall, I think a solid call on Fi-Fi's part.
You
Keeping
see
them
it,
alive going into round 3.
As soon as Philly went out, Fi-Fi's watching. He's 2v1. He got lucky that Indo also took a dive. You could see Indo's strategy there, right? Indo wanted to get the crown for his team, so he comes over, creates a 2v1 situation, but his jump was just a little too late, gets pushed off the platform. Fi-Fi sees that. He goes, hey, nobody's getting the crown this time. We're going to a final in the next episode, and hopefully we have better luck there. And that's probably the smart thing to do. We saw the wall, guys. We saw that everybody got bronze medals except for Fi-Fi. Philly's team, the Super Battle Brothers, they're creeping up in the kudos, and then all they need is a crown to win it.
Yeah, they have stayed in crown striking distance, which sometimes is all you can ask for. Hopefully you see something like a Hex. Is Hexagon, you think, what Philly and Fi-Fi want to see, or is that pretty much a wash for our 4 competitors today?
Well, I mean, everybody at this level is very good at Hexagon, but if you had to ask me, I would say that, yeah, they're probably waiting for a Hexagon. A Fall Mountain is just a crapshoot, anything goes on the Fall Mountains. But, yeah, if you see a Hexagon, Philly and Fi-Fi have clutched it out in tournaments, in those hexes, so that's probably what they're waiting to see. And look at this. Exact tie.
Yeah.
Exact tie, going from round 1 to round 2. Just nothing changes. Everything's the same. We're just looking at a 700 kudos difference here. Going into round 3, everything matters here. Philly and Fi-Fi got to get those gold medals in the races and then clutch the crown to win it. And maybe not even then. If we have a tie again, except Super Battle Brothers walk away with this crown, that might be enough to send it over the edge.
Yeah. Could we see our first tie of the day? Potentially of tie of the tournament. Tie and maybe just Fall Guys history to potentially go to an overtime. Keep me here a little longer. Chat probably doesn't want that, but we'll see. Danger's probably like, God, get him out of my ear. But here we are, positive vibes with that 700-point advantage on the Super Battle Bros.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how it plays out. Spike Vegeta on the commentary, everybody. Can we get a shout out actually in the chat for Spike Vegeta?
Shout me out. Go for it. Go chat.
Give him some love. Coming in from the speedrunning background. These guys, the reason that Spike Vegeta and I know each other is from these GDQs. And very, very talented, I would say. Very talented multi-runner, speedrunner. You run just about every game under the sun, don't you?
Yeah, every single video game. Yeah, Fall Guys is probably some of the least I've played over the last 4 months. You messaged me, hey, do you want to help out with commentary? And I love doing commentary. I love being able to do some research, a little bit of homework, and it has been fun. This game is absolutely fantastic. And I love what kind of community it has cultivated. And I love the opportunities it's given to so many of my friends to kind of break out. I remember Grand Pooh Bear, you, many others thought to yourselves, well, I'm a Mario streamer through and through. That is all I can stream. Oh, Fall Guys, well, we'll do this for a week, and we got to go back to reality. We'll have to see how much it's grown.
Crown's 700, I thought, or something like that.
All 4 of our players qualifying, upping their OnlyFans subscriptions, and getting in. I believe it was 4 silvers. Might have had 1 gold in there for our players, 1 medal.
4 silvers across the board for sure. An NPC was able to sneak out the gold medal. But here, interesting. We have to wait. This is another OnlyFans.
Yeah, dude,
they were here for another 3 minutes. Do we see more Stairmaster?
Grabbed me, and I in midair as my
I
jump.
asked
I'm like,
everyone
okay.
what their favorite fruit was.
But like we're on east though.
Yeah.
You're east. That's weird.
I don't. Yeah, that's why I don't
You gotta
get
be
it.
careful about what I ask for this one. All right.
Yeah.
Do not know.
Who do you subscribe to on? Wait, no.
Oh, wait. But oh, really? Oh, I hadn't even heard of that person yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll write it down for later or something. But
I
If
can't
you're
do
under
this
18,
again.
please do not go search for what we're talking
Set
about.
up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was
Here
just
we
looking
are
over at
on
this
OnlyFans. A fun
potted
game. I love that
flower.
it was just inherently. It's another like 3D platformer's dream. It's just challenging your ability to land on these tiny surfaces. As you know, two people, we love to play Super Mario Odyssey, speedrun that all the time. This is kind of right in our wheelhouse.
absolutely, if we're talking, battle royale games, there's, so many shooter games that fall under that category.
Dude, you
They
see
all
that
kind of,
frickin'
for
replay,
me
man.
at least,
How
kind
did
of
that
copy
beam
and
hit
paste
me?
themselves. Not really my genre of video
That's
game
crazy.
personally. So you come at me with a battle royale game in a
Yo, Lucky,
platforming
thank you
style.
for
You're
the
playing
green.
Mario Party kind of mini games. You're platforming stages with a drunk little bean. That's right up my
At least
alley.
they
I'm
can't
all
throw
about
team
that.
games,
That's the
so.
kind of competition I like to have.
The team games.
Go, little egg, go. That's
well,
right.
like in
We're up
different,
to no wait. Oh, was the egg not at the last thing? Oh, that wasn't even ending. Oh,
No.
yeah.
We can't.
39 out of
anything, we can't
41. We're
lose
still
anything.
waiting for a couple beans to roll in here. This green bean in the boxes on the bottom might just
Oh,
be
that's
the
a
last
risky
one.
jump.
Big dive, missed it.
Big dive. We need a. Listen, Beans, we will let you on the next Fallapalooza. If you can end the
Oh,
round.
okay.
There we go. 4 silvers across. 700-point advantage. Stays the same for positive vibes. Going into round 2 of the final episode
39,
to
two
decide
people left
our
in the lobby.
first finalist. This is to
Good.
go to the finals. Chat. It's getting hyping.
39 is a very dangerous number if you're on the Super Battle
season
Brothers.
3 music.
39 divides by
Yeah,
three.
it'll be good.
You could be looking at a Hoarders,
Keep
which
it
is a
popping.
very scary team game to get. If somebody drops out of the lobby, which,
we're
look at
gonna
this,
pop, pop,
it's
pop.
slowing down. Looks like somebody is. You might get 38. You know what 38 means?
Hopefully,
Might be a
just
jinx.
Climb, dude.
Jinx. Hopefully not. That would not be Five-Hi's favorite Pokemon to look for right now. We got a slime climb.
This is
Ooh,
very
front,
interesting. This
front.
is exactly the game I wanted to see in this scenario.
Give me
Are
big
Philly
moves,
and Fire
moves.
Dragon going to race up this mountain, wait at the top, grab their opponents and send them off, try to get this crown to be a little bit
Yo,
easier? They
there's
also have the
Aetas,
thick
too, in
bonkus
case-
to help him out with these grief strats. You got to wonder what's going through Nightwalker and Indo's mind. Are they just going to try and avoid the situation?
Fi-Fi gets the early positioning advantage. Same with Philly. So Fi-Fi already
Oh, no.
running
Oh, no.
away with this
Give me
from an
off.
obstacle
Give me
standpoint.
off.
Ooh, getting pushed by the balls. Ball to the left, ball to the right, ball to the center. All right, they're going to be trying to get up. Philly now taking the lead, though.
Look at that lead by Philly. He's getting the early cycle there. He's just a full cycle ahead of the competitors completely. You see Fi-Fi here, though. Indo right up with him, maybe seeing some grabs as they go up this mountain. I think if you're Indo, you're probably just trying to get up the mountain as fast as you can. You can see some of these BM strats. Fi-Fi and Philly, number 1, number 2, coming up the mountain. Are they going to wait? That's what I want to see.
Fi-Fi trying to get these hammer strats. He's committed now.
He's getting past
That is
on the
gonna
left
be his
side.
First place. Philly just taking it, not waiting to do any griefing. Might leave that up to Fi-Fi. As now Indo has got the advantage. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, yeah, he's waiting.
Oh, the desync on the screen there. Looked like Indo was getting taken out. Oh, look at this. Oh, a little bit of pushing by
You
the thick
psycho.
focus, but everybody's
Oh,
gonna
my.
survive. And yes, Philly almost taking a drink there, but you could see some of the grief strats happening there. He was trying to block them. He was trying to block their jump dives from happening so that they got pushed off into the slime. It was a good effort, but all 4 of our competitors are making it to the next round. With Fi-Fi getting that gold medal, creeping up in kudos. It's really going to come down to this crown at this point.
I respect that. I
Absolutely. At this point, you see a smaller lobby. It kind of works an advantage to both teams in some ways. If you know that crown's going to get you the points you need, Fi-Fi and Philly are already in, get a crown and win. So either one could have jockeyed you for the position. Nightwalker, Indo, if they got a little bit of a medal advantage, that could have given them the kudos counts they needed. Instead, here we are. Probably just coming down to potentially the next game, Philly getting that gold. They
And you
are
see-
in striking distance.
You see how much the lobby came down. You know how many competitors we had going into that? 39. We're down to 14. The lobby got chopped in half because that thick bonkus at the end takes no prisoners.
Yeah, I see that thick bonkus as someone who's not played with that yet. I'm going to take my chance with the Yeetus. Ooh, it's another Hoopsie Legends, which was this close to eliminating Nightwalker in our first round of this match. How exciting is this one going to be? We got 14 people in this group. Is this going to let 8 move on? Yeah, looking like it's going to be 8 people, 8 tickets to give out to go to the finals.
And you got to think, Nightwalker in the back of his mind is probably thinking, hey, this almost was my doom the last time. Maybe that's given him some nerves. Maybe that's given him the confidence that he has to just kind of buckle down, go hard on this this game to make it into the finals with his teammate. Oh, and you can see everybody and their grandmother going for this gold ring right now on this ramp. You can see Fi is actually going for a strat to try and like jump off of the ramp and into it. Nobody is going to get the gold ring. Fi just kind of picking off the white rings now, waiting for the next one to appear, the gold one. And Philly.
And they need 6 total. Philly, one of the last ones out the first time. Now the first one through to the finals. So they want to be too strong though. Fi halfway there at 3. 4 for Indo, 3 for Nightwalker. 3 so far. 2 or 3 have qualified so far. 3 have qualified.
Indo's at 5. He's looking at that gold ring. He's thinking about getting that gold ring and taking it away from the competition. But all of the NPCs are kind of on his back. Indo going to be qualifying with 10 out of 6 points. No problems there. But now look at this. We've got 4 out of 8 in, and it's between Fi and Nightwalker, and they just got to qualify. 2 easy rings for Fi, 1 easy ring for Nightwalker. They're both making it to the finals.
Very nice. Nothing to worry about there. We have got all our beams set in order. The winner of this crown, their team, very likely moving on to the finals. Losers going to the third place match. They will not be done beating it up for the day. We're gonna have.
Yep.
It's got to come down to the final. Oh, and instead of a final, we get a fall ball situation. This is intense. You see, this is a 4v4, right? 4v4 means that if our team moves on from this fall ball, it's going to be a 2v2 in the finals.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, Indo and Nightwalker had the advantage in their round of 8 match for the day. They unfortunately got eliminated. Let's see if they were maybe fortunate enough to not be fortunate.
You know why
early ending.
You know why I love these team rules? You know why I love the fact that you have to kind of play in good faith is that, 99 times out of 100, they are going to be good enough to advance their teams forward. And you can see blue team is already dominating. They're playing in good faith. I like it because it cuts the lobby in half in this situation. You get towards the end, instead of having, maybe... of maybe 60% of the lobby, maybe 70% of the lobby qualify. No, the team game comes in and cuts down that lobby in half.
Yeah, this, we were convinced we were going to a final round right here. Now we have a chance, and the score is looking good for Fallapalooza right now with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. We are going to have 4 isolated players. No NPCs potentially.
That's right. NPCs are slipping another goal past, but that's the only one they've gotten. Blue team is absolutely dominating. And yeah, obviously in the back of the minds of positive vibes, you got to be thinking, you got to be like, man, it would be really good if we sucked right now, because if this game ends, then we win. But yeah, you got to play in good faith. You got to advance this game to the next round, leave it to the finals to decide the outcome of this one. And man, is it going to be intense. It comes down to who gets the crown, and one of our competitors has to. It's a 2v2 situation going into a final. What are we going to get?
What are we going to get? Again, so you got Fall Mountain, Ultimate RNG. I'm not going to ask you what the advantage is. What do you want to see? These 4 players, Dangers, what game do you want to see for the final round?
Oh, it's got to be Jump Showdown from me. Hexagon would be pretty cool. It would be very slow, very sweaty. And a Fall Mountain could just be, you know, the complete RNG fest that we know it to be. Jump Showdown is going to be hands-on the whole time. You don't have to worry about NPCs getting in the way. Jump Showdown is what I want to see here.
Man, I can't believe it. NPCs are gone. It's only 4 players. You all are seeing everything going on in this game right now with these 4 screens. It's Philly and Fire Dragon on the right, Nightwalker and Indo on the left, and what's in the center? A lot of money and a game of Fall Mountain.
This is what it's going to come down to. What do you think the plays are here? Nightwalker and Indo, they know they have to get this crown to win it. Super Bowel Brothers know they have to get this crown to win it. Philly is popping off. I think he was excited not to see the Jump Showdown because of the luck they've had in the past. It comes down to this. It is a literal race to the finish. Let's see it, folks.
They're going to be griefing. They're going to be grabbing the whole time. Yeah, looking like, depending on whose screen you look at, you got a different leader in this race. Right now, you had Philly and Five with the nice right side advantage. You definitely want to favor there. Looking like Nightwalker going to be trying to take the unpopulated left side right now, trying to get some separation from the pack. We have got Five on the right. We've got Nightwalker on the left, looking like a good cycle. He's going to have to wait out just a little bit right here. Eliminated!
Oh! Holy moly!
Possibly just sending them to the final match at the last second. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen?
He is popping off. He's out of his chair. It comes down to the last grab on a Fall Mountain. One person coming in on the left, one person coming in on the right. It gives it to Fi. He's got this crown. It's going to come down to kudos, folks.
Oh, my Lanta, ladies and gentlemen. If this counts out the way I think it is, they might have just buzzer beater, grand slam, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. I'm trying to think of more sports adages. The 70-yard field goal at the last second had to wait on that cycle. You had Nightwalker with the left side, got there first, had to wait on the crown to come down towards him, giving Fi just enough time to get in place, and it was frames apart to decide the winner there. Unbelievable. Woo!
I'm just losing my mind. I can't believe what I just witnessed. You know, I said Jump Showdown. I think I changed my mind. I think that's exactly the final I wanted to see. That was perfect.
Sometimes, dude, for stream value, you need a little bit of you need the trashier game. That's fine. That's what you need. We'll take the Fall Mountain there. That was exciting. We got our kudos counts rapidly being counted up for you all at home.
All right. We're getting note that the scores are in. We're going to be refreshing this bracket, and we're going to be showing you this scorecard right away here. What are the final results? Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Holy buckets. Take a look at Philly fans' score up there. 580 kudos, an exceptional round. Dominating in the kudos department, and of course Fire Dragon coming in with that clutch crown grab. Who's moving on? It's the Super Bowel Brothers in the top 2 positions in this tournament.
Wow. Unbelievable stuff. They have been there many times. Love the image of Fi falling out of his chair right there. My heart was racing a mile a minute. I can't imagine what his was, that pop-off moment. It's just 2 people, and you really don't know until the notification pops up on screen. You have no idea who grabbed it first. Unbelievably exciting right there. Unbelievable heartbreak for Nightwalker and Indo. Led this round basically from the beginning up until the final frame of the round. They'll be going to our 3rd place match. We'll decide who their opponents are and who will be facing off with Super Bowel Bros for the championship of your inaugural event of Fallapalooza.
And goodness gracious.
Twitch.tv/dangers.
What an incredible start to these semifinals we're having. I could not have asked for a more intense moment. You know, the thing with the Super Bowel Brothers is they've been in these positions this entire tournament. They've been in spots where they have to kind of, you know, bring it back. You know, the first round, I think there was a complete blowout. The second round, they had control, but the quarterfinals even were a little bit on edge. You know, it wasn't really known who was going to pass until the next round. They're keeping up that tradition. They're bringing it in clutch when they need it most. But, you know, keep in mind, positive vibes put in an absolutely astounding show with that first crown especially, and they're going to be moving on to the 3rd place match. They're not out of this tournament yet. They might be in some bigger money coming up soon.
Absolutely.
We're
And
just
now shift focus to the bottom of the bracket. We have got, I'm not calling them underdogs anymore.
No.
We have
I
got
think
the
that's not
favorites
fair.
of the tournament. Triforcer and Mickey Moose. The highest point total, you can see another 48-45. That probably is what the second biggest point total of any round of the tournament so far. Over a dominant team in Wolfpack. 48-45 points, bringing that and a lot of confidence to face off with Delete Fall Mountain. Triumph returns and Chewy Louie.
Yep, you're talking about the second most points in a match by Belkin in the quarterfinals. They're facing off against the team that has the highest kudos count in any round in this tournament. We're talking Delete Fall Mountain. They have been absolutely dominating through round 1 and round 2, moving on to the semifinals against Belkin. And, you know, they had to face probably one of the toughest competitions in this tournament to get here. That is 2,000 crowns. We saw very low kudos counts as a result of these very tight matchups. And it's going to come down to Delete Fall Mountain and Belkin. And yeah, like I said, we can't discount Belkin anymore. We cannot do it. This matchup is going to be fierce.
Yeah. Get strapped in, everyone. As exciting as that was, we have so much more action for you all tonight. Again, going into the next round, we'll be having best of 5s to decide our third place and our finals. So a lot of Fall Guys goodness to go. So many moments. You can look back at that match there with positive vibes. Super Battle Bros. One of the most exciting sets that we've seen in Fall Guys tournaments, period. Again, think back to Nightwalker barely surviving the Hoopsie Legends in round 1 for then his team to take it in the finals.
That's right.
In round 2, though, it could have all been lost right there if Fi doesn't take down both of his opponents, go for the suicide grab to send them into the round 3. Unbelievable stuff. Go for it, Dangers.
What an incredible play. Like, you have to commend the strategy of Fi to make that move in the second round. Otherwise, this outcome doesn't appear the way that it does. And you're right. We called it. We were like, maybe they do just go for the suicide strats. They move it into that third round. They hope that they get into the finals. And how can you ask for anything more intense than a 2v2 Fall Mountain, racing up the mountain, waiting for that crown cycle, and who has the better jump? It's Fi moving on to the finals. Insane stuff.
Absolutely incredible. God. My heart's still just like...
I know.
All right, here we go.
I'm still on the edge of my seat, but we're just getting started here. We still have another semifinals match. We have a third place match, and we have a finals coming your way. Belkin versus Delete Fall Mountain for the other half of the semifinals bracket. Here we go.
All right. Our first of 3 sets for you guys. Triforce Mickey Moose against Triumph and Chewy Louie here at DoorDash. Seen DoorDash number of times today.
Yeah, he had
again, one thing, you're not too worried about getting
That
that
would've been
gold
lovely.
medal on. Again, it's early on. The kudos counts. You're sort of just letting them be what they are. Hopefully you can get 4 secured silvers, maybe jockey for just a little bit of position, as Triforce riding that little chunky piece of styrofoam all the way to the
Yeah,
end.
there was one on the left as well.
Yep, of course. Always in the back of these players' minds is, how is this going to play out? This DoorDash, if I pick the wrong door and the doors end up being open on the complete other side of the map, how am I going to react to that? Chewy doesn't seem to mind at all. He's getting a little bumped around by the donuts and then getting caught in the pack. It's going to be a little bit stressful for him, but I think he's going to be okay. Look who's taking the lead instead. It's Triforcer. Is he going to let the NPCs pick the door? Just like that, it's the left side. Not going to get a gold medal for any of our competitors, but Triforce going to at least secure the silver.
Wait, and our monkey's grabbing me. What?
Looking like, yeah, probably 2 silvers and 2 bronze for our players, so that's basically going to be just
like 29, I'm 30.
even.
Yeah, me and Monkey.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, we got actually 2 silvers, a bronze, and a pink there for Mickey Moose. Just happy to qualify. Going to give a small 35 kudos advantage
Completed. Nice.
to Delete Fall Mountain. Again, a little jockeying for
It's actually
position.
been a long time since I had a gold medal.
You always got to be aware of these things, 35 kudos on the line. In fact, the pink medal just eliminates your kudos entirely. You just get the 30 for showing up. You get a thanks for playing kind of amount of kudos.
Dizzy
so,
Heights.
yeah, Delete Fall Mountain
Take
in a
it.
bit of a good position going into the next game.
Up into Dizzy Heights. Seen this, I think, only once before.
hard
You're going to see them with these early discs. And it looks like, yeah, one where we've just got a rooftop.
Let's
Going
go.
to be taking...
Let's do
that
cheap
means you
stuff.
just have to go down to the bottom floor, right? I don't see this variation very much.
Yeah.
Now, here's the
Superhero
thing.
as well.
It's
Chewy
been showcased a little bit in Fall Mania. It's been showcased a little bit in some of these Ben tournaments. If the wheels aren't there, you can
I just
kind of
might
use
exit.
the middle as a bouncy castle if you know what you're doing proper. It's
Okay,
not really any faster. It's not really giving you any like speed advantage because of just the way that the stage is built. But, you know, if I know anything about these top-level players, they're going to go for it. They're going to try to get those swag points.
So what you're saying is in the Styles tournament we got coming up, this is how you do it. You ride the rooftop to victory. Boing, boing. Oh.
Why did I trip?
Take a
there?
look at this.
Oh, we got Triforcer with a shot. Oh my God. He's still up there. Oh, we're finally going down though.
I tried.
Triumph and Chewy Louie, though, on the right side. One
Shit.
takes the left, one takes the right.
They're
They
both
bounce
ahead.
their way all the way
Okay.
across in synchronicity. That was gorgeous to watch.
Bouncy boys.
Oh, and I've never actually seen that before. I thought that gap was too big. Chewy Louie taking the jump dive
got first
across
place.
the pink propeller platforms.
I might.
And him and Triumph coming in 1 and 2. Easy.
Yes, that's going to be a nice qualification for
I
them.
got top 15.
Pushing out that
Nice.
kudos
Really?
count
Okay.
a little bit more. And again, everybody
fine.
thinking,
They're ahead
oh,
on
it's all
kudos.
about the
That's cool.
crowns. The kudos
Yeah,
counts don't
basically
matter in
first,
these, really, right?
episode,
Look
I
back
don't
at
mind
that
that
last
much
match.
as
We're
well.
going to talk about the
As
crown,
we
but
get
look
to
at
snag the
Philly's
crown, let's get
580
in final.
points he got as well.
Right.
Only a little over 100 points separating them. Kudos counts, these golds and silver medals, absolutely making the difference there.
Yep. No
Top
questions
50.
about it. You absolutely have to see those kudos and think that that's what's pushing these guys over. Imagine if Philly, instead of dominating those
they
races with
griefers?
getting
I
bronze
don't
medals the
actually
whole
know.
time. Maybe he's down 70, maybe he's down
I
105
think everyone
kudos.
is griefing
Suddenly,
Yeah.
it's the other team moving on,
It's
just
getting,
like that.
It's getting
So-
tense, right?
Yeah.
31 qualifying here, a little bit of a
Just get a
different number.
hexagon at
Could
the end.
see another
We're
slime
good.
climb. I will always be a big fan of slime climb. Instead, we're going to see a slime climb. I called
That's why
one.
I asked if
That's
you were griefing
right.
or not.
That's right, you called it. Slime climb, baby. Let's go.
My favorite
I want to
race.
see.
Fine,
I want to
let's
see
go.
Slime climb.
if
Okay.
any of these teams take this approach right at the beginning to maybe get a little bit handsy.
Oh.
Oh, you're seeing a yeet. We saw.
Alright,
oh, you
alright.
can hear
Oh,
the
damn,
collective.
son.
Oh, as they
Okay.
see that
Got this,
yeet.
let's go.
And we saw in the last round, Spark City stealing, absolutely denying the gold medal by taking that yeet. Just absolutely
ahead.
no cares in the world, just going for it and getting that gold medal. Do you think
Got
that
hit
we
by a
might
ball,
see
though.
something like that here to just solidify a
okay.
couple extra kudos? Very risky.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little scary here in round one
Get
when
up,
you've
get up.
got the
Oh, shit.
advantage anyway. Hard to really
Hi,
know what
Ragdoll.
your opponents are. You got to keep
Yeah,
your
I saw
head
that.
going forward. You know what? It's
God,
all going
dude.
to ultimately come down. I'm a believer of this in speedrunning as well. To me, it's not about the time loss or the time gain. It is about my consistency at whatever the
That's
trick
fucking
is that I am trying to do. As, ooh, Chewy Louie
push you
almost
off,
getting
or-
off that hammer right
No,
there.
he was
Getting
just
it
trying to
this
go
time, though. That's
on
pushing
top,
up to
but,
the front of the
couldn't make
pack.
it because of
We're
him.
seeing him. He is electing to not go for the Aegis.
Yo,
You
these
see, they're
NPCs,
both-
What the, what the hell, dude?
1 and 2 potentially. Yeah. Oh, the bullet kind of
NPC,
sneaks
like,
in on the
blocked
side,
me.
so stealing number 2, but that's still going to be a silver
really?
medal from Chewy. No big deal.
So just about the same thing.
And, you know, that kind of takes the opportunity away from Mickey Moose and Triforcer to do anything
I'm good.
cheeky. There's no
Are they
griefing
waiting?
potential
Fifth place
here.
with me.
Delete
No,
Fall
they're
Mountain
not
knows.
winning. Okay.
You know, there's no advantage to really throw anybody off. We might as well just see what games we get our kudos, get our lead, build it from there.
Letting the
Nice.
thick bonkers get out of the way. The
Eighth
dive just to
place.
keep it safe and moving on. So
That's all right.
this is one where very
got first
quickly
place, I think, so.
the kudos
Full
counts are
rounder.
actually making a difference right now.
Oh,
Triumph and
yeah.
Chewy Louie
Could, yeah.
with the
Highly
lead fall
unlikely,
mountain
though.
have gotten a kudos advantage
Yeah,
on
yeah.
all
Could
three
be.
games.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We'll see,
You can
we'll
expect
see.
to see a
This guy's
lead
out.
probably of 100,
Like,
maybe
like-
120 kudos.
Oh my God, lucky guy.
Somewhere in that ballpark. That's not nothing going into the next
Yeah,
episode.
people are getting better at this.
Now Belkin, they could say, hey, we survived in advance,
Yeah,
and
that's
maybe
true.
we can
I
make it
remember
all about
watching
the
a
crown.
guy
That's a
that
big
actually
number of
had a
kudos
gold,
right there.
like the crown.
But
after this
I'm
one.
sorry,
No
Barney.
one made it.
Really?
Dinosaur
Yeah.
going down.
No
I
one
think it's
made
a
it.
drag,
It was
but-
crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
another
fine.
gold,
Okay.
silver, and that's a
Top
double
50, yeah.
boost right there over the silver and the bronze. So that's going to be
Yeah,
another
they're
like
less on
70
kudos, but
kudo
that's fine.
advantage
Yep.
for Delete Fall
Well,
Mountain.
Delete
That
Fall.
can add up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm thinking fall ball.
Absolutely, it can. And you
I'm
got to
hoping
be,
Fall
if you're Triumph and Chewy, you got to be sitting pretty right now.
And
You got to
sixth
be
round
pretty
could be Fall
confident.
Mountain. And you know what they say? Delete Fall Mountain, right?
That's what they say. In fact, we got a team named Delete Fall Mountain playing in this episode right now. Instead of another race, we're getting an Egg
Yeah.
Siege 4v4v4.
Let's
So
go,
we got all
Siege.
4 of our competitors on the same
Wow.
team
Oh,
playing in this Egg Siege. It's all or nothing.
I hope so. 'Cause
We have
never had
got
a team that
another
did that
potential.
with
Oh,
us.
wait, no. 8 of them will move on. I was like, wait, are we going to have a Final Four? No.
Yo, it's just us 4. Let's go.
Not in this case.
Fog.
No, it's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be
no.
it's gonna be our 4
No.
competitors versus our 4 NPCs. Just depends on which NPCs we see, or maybe the NPCs rise up and they dominate this game.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What an upset
Okay,
that would
going
be. Chewy Louie and Triumph
other
would
side.
definitely take the kudos advantage, but right now playing like they are, I say no. I want to see
side.
more games.
Yep.
I want to get that big advantage.
Absolutely.
All right, Chewy's setting up for the salmon ladder.
Look, we got one
Maybe
going
my
on
favorite
both sides.
strategy I've ever been able to commentate in a speedrunning adjacent event. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the salmon ladder.
You got it.
Look at them go. They're kind of cooperating amongst each
12.
other as well, mixing the teams a little bit. Everybody's on the salmon ladder bandwagon here, tossing those
one of
eggs
us
up, and
should
yellow
be-
team
I'm
just
going.
dominating lead. Like, oh no, it's actually getting taken away here.
And there you
Yeah,
go.
they're actually tied with blue for getting
on,
knocked
defense
out
as
right
well,
now.
Chewy, I think.
We got 60 seconds left on the clock, looking like, yeah, they've
There is
taken
one
the
guy, like,
lead
in the
back.
corner, holding a
Ooh,
goal,
it's kind
so
of bouncing
yeah.
back and forth depending on who I'm looking at. Blue right now with the disadvantage.
Absolutely, and blue doesn't seem to be having any defensive players in their
they're
game.
all-
Just, so the yellow guys, they're just emptying the
Yeah, they're
eggs out.
griefing
They're
us.
just not even worrying about red. They're just emptying out the blue
Yeah,
base.
I'm actually,
Nobody's back here to
it's
stop them
actually
from
hard
doing
for
it.
me to lose.
So, I think this is a pretty solid win for the yellow team.
While we're finishing up this team game, I want to give a shout outs to Spark City for raiding the chat again. Spark City, one of our awesome competitors we have had in the tournament today, just got knocked out, unfortunately, but will be hosting their own tournament with a swag point total at the end.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see that. Thank you again, Spark, for participating in the tournament, being a big part of what made it so exciting, so clutch.
Let's go.
And I
Hey,
can't
good
wait
job.
to see that tournament coming from you.
I was the only one playing defense. God.
Yeah, they had one guy stuck in the corner, so they were.
One of my favorite
that was-
additions.
Defender, and he couldn't do
One of my
anything.
favorite additions to season 2 is this naming
think it's gonna be
function.
jump?
So as you
That
see
was a good
the zoom in on the beans, you can see the names they've picked out for themselves. Chewy Louie is the slimy young lion. Gorgeous,
it's
gorgeous
gonna-
name.
it's gonna be-
Love it. Would name my firstborn.
X? Okay.
Ooh,
Same thing as last
first
time.
hexagon we have
Yeah.
seen in a while. First
people,
here
though,
in the
so we have a lot more space.
semifinals.
I think.
Yep.
That's right.
Group
I
A,
love to see
Try
it.
to grab
size.
if you're above.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or on the same
12
level, try to
means
grab 'em.
12 is the perfect
It'll
number.
probably
If
go
you have
to
lower than that,
8.
the hexes go really, really slow, and it's really hard to get an advantage if you're up on a top layer. If it's more than 12, you just get these layers that just disintegrate immediately. You've got this entire lobby just eating away at the entire stage. The 12 is like the perfect number where
it's
you
all
can
yellow.
still kind of strategize your way into an advantage and bring down the other competitors and just kind of watch them from above and have, the levels actually do matter a little bit. And so I love this number for that. And we're going to see some clutch. We're going to see some grabbing already. Triforcer already getting a little bit bullied by Chewy Louie.
Yeah, all 4 of our competitors eating up what is left of the purple layer.
We're all on
Now
our
going
way.
down to the yellow layer. Basically, everyone is
Oh,
tied
he
right now.
griefed me and he
Ooh,
got
dunking down Chewy Louie, the
yeeted
first
down.
one to really fall
Can't
down
wait for
early compared to the
Oh,
other
shit.
competitors.
Bullet. No. Please.
And Chewy is
Play some blue.
Chew's opted just to eat up the blue layer, kind of giving Triforcer a bit of a run for his money, eating up all of the spaces around
He has
him
a
and
lot
saying,
of
"Hey,
space,
no,
though.
this you can't have this. If I can't have this, you can't have this either." And now
I'm
look
still
at all
on
the space that
orange. I'm
Chewy
still on
Louie
orange
has to
with me.
himself.
Yeah.
There's a couple people on the yellow layer, but he's just going to be trying to cut off Triforcer here, and it kind of works. Triforcer doesn't have a whole lot of space to move. Is he going to make that jump though? He is, and they
I have a little bit of blue left in
they
this.
reconvene on the blue layer. Mickey Moose
That's my
has the
end, so,
advantage.
I
Going to
don't know.
jump down from the yellow layer onto the
Yeah,
blue.
we were
Yeah, yeah,
fighting.
Maybe
take
just
that,
skip
take
because
that.
he's right above Triforcer.
I'm
That was a
below you
good
now.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say knowing when
down.
you don't have the advantage on that section can get a lot of real estate here on the purple layer. Trying to cut off this NPC as well.
Still in purple. right?
Now coming over, battling with Chewy Louie
I'm
for
on yellow now.
dominance. And now coming down, trying to cut him off, taking
Yellow as
off
well.
this yellow layer.
Yeah, they're running for us.
Ooh, Triumph, our first one down to the bottom layer. No one has been eliminated yet.
Where do you want?
4 other
Oh,
NPCs
yeah.
to play with
Okay, I'm
our
still in yellow.
competitors today. Triforcer down to the blue layer as well.
Oh, look at this cutoff
Chewy's
from
on me.
Chewy Louie, but not able to do it, and they're fighting for the yellow. They're fighting for that last little bit of space, and now it's
Triumph
just
is
a
out.
mad scramble. Triumph is done. Triforcer is done. It's a 1v1 situation, Mickey Moose versus Chewy Louie, and a couple NPCs hanging about as well in Mickey Moose's business. So all of the spaces that Mickey Moose
I don't have
has
much.
are
Oh,
to
no,
himself.
Chewy's not
It's
out.
a race against the clock. Chewy has to have more space if he wants to win this.
Yeah, Chewy looks like
I think he got this.
he's got this over. Mickey Moose can't win. Can he beat the
You're
NPC?
muted,
That
by
is the
way.
question here for
That's
Chewy.
good.
This is for a big
Sorry, dude.
kudos advantage,
Fine.
and is able to take
got
it.
it.
You
Get
see
that.
a
Yeah, they
big
got it.
pop
I
off
thought he was
right
out.
there.
The
GG.
fist bump, and
Oh,
he's
well.
in it. He's in it with that first crown of the matchup. The NPC was above him, didn't have enough
second round,
space
right?
to land,
Yeah.
and it's
I
going to
didn't
go
know
to
you were
Chewy
out,
Louie
though.
for Delete Fall Mountain here for an early lead.
Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, that should be a meaty advantage right there. We saw them not just winning that hexagon at the end, but also taking kudos advantages in every round they could up to that point. We're looking at probably a good 850, 900 point advantage for Delete Fall Mountain right now. Love
That's
to
right.
see it for Delete Fall Mountain.
Yeah, you saw all those race games. You saw them crushing the bigger medals the whole way through. We were saying probably 100 kudos ahead now, probably maybe 150 now. And that's going to add on with the crown. And it's going to, they're going to have to claw their way back. We're going to have to see Belkin really fight to get back into this.
Absolutely.
And what do you think? Is this kind of how you expected it to go down?
I mean, for me personally, I knew it was go down exactly this way, because when I finally stopped calling them the underdogs, I was like, nah, they're the favorites. They're the overdogs. Now we're kind of the balance of power is going back. Right now, Delete Fall Mountain, you had talked them up from yesterday. I got to watch them eliminate Phantom Fur. They looked scary. Had a little bit of an off game there. Almost didn't make it through in our quarterfinals, but now got a shot, looking in tip-top form to possibly face off with Philly and Fi-Fi with Super Battle Bros in the finals. And yeah, you can see it right there. 910 kudos advantage for Delete Fall Mountain.
Yep, Triumph in with those big numbers. 545 versus the 405 coming in from both Triforcer and Mickey Moose. 910 kudos. Yeah, that's more than a crown. You can't just tie these guys. You can't just play tit for tat against these guys now and hope that a crown is going to save you, because it's not. You're still going to be down. But there's 2 rounds to play, and anything can happen here. So, you just gotta wait and see how Belkin reacts. But you can tell Delete Fall Mountain, after that extremely intense quarterfinal match against 2,000 Crowns, Spark City, and Stewart in the last round, they're taking it like a slingshot. They've got their momentum, and they're just soaring through this semifinals right now.
Absolutely. Hey, it's all about survive in advance and then play well when it counts. And it is counting 1,720 points. Again, the only team in this tournament to put up a 5,000 point set. Will they do it again here? Not what you want to see if you're Belkin or rooting for Belkin. They need to try to pull it back here. They got 2 more rounds to do it. Delete Fall Mountain could end it early. We'll see.
You're right. And I mean, they're on pace for that second 5,000 point score of the competition. Maybe the second one we'll see. A little bit easier to do when you got 5 games coming up in the 3rd place and the 1st place, but they are able to do it with just 3. So we'll see if they can pull it out again. Another good start, but Belkan's got to bring it back.
Getting set up here, getting in our lobbies, everyone. Again, we got 1 match going. We're isolating these matches for you guys here for the semifinals and beyond.
And the action is starting up. They're queued into their next game. What do we see? It's a hit parade.
Hit parade. One of, I think only maybe the second, maybe the 3rd time we've seen a hit parade today. Again, starting off, we'll see how many of our players are going for the little turnaround strat right here to avoid the ragdoll. Potentially go for some Best Buy doors, the Wendy's drive-through, all the different things you could call it. We got a bunch of players in the back. Chewy Louie easily with the best position right now. His partner Triumph in about the same position. Yeah, both of them avoiding the ragdoll.
I dropped on you.
Can one take the left side, one take the right side? Are we taking employee doors? Nah, they're going both through the center.
Just like that. Cruising through the stage, one on the right, one on the left. The perfect split. And, you can see Triumph is just he's a man of all costumes here. Switching up to the pineapple this time. You know, he looks in his closet and he goes, "Yep, that," and he just picks another one. He queues up, and he's ready to go.
It is something where, like, after a while, I would train myself. Okay, they're always in the Sonic outfit, the chicken outfit, the banana outfit. All of a sudden, like, you can't play anything like that. Looking like all 4 of our players going to get anywhere from gold to silver. Looking like Mickey Moose might have dipped down into the bronze territory, though.
20% skill,
gold,
80%
silver,
luck,
bronze.
Right?
So once again, even without this being a crown on the line, that is more of a kudos advantage for our players. The 2 silvers cancel each other out. It's going to be about a 70 kudos advantage for Delete Fall Mountain over Belkin.
The domination from Delete Fall Mountain in these race games is just astounding. They just keep rolling in these 70 kudos advantages every single time a race game shows up. It's incredible. A little bit of a slow load into the next game means a couple people are dropping out. I think we had 43 to qualify. If it drops down to 42, we might see a jinx. No, we're getting a rollout now.
Rollout. Okay, now.
Could I?
I'll grab your Triforcer and Mickey.
I might.
Now that's the thing, right? Do they feel comfortable going for the strats like that?
Hey, thank you, Luke from Belgium, my dude.
You got fruit coming in, so you also got that. I don't know how many gaps are on this build of rollout, but
it's the variation with the fruits.
Are you tempted off of not just what the point disadvantage is, but also just how dominant Delete Fall Mountain looks right now?
Yeah.
Saying maybe this is where we take our shot. We try to take out one of them right now. Follow them everywhere.
They're saying
how well did they know their opponents too? That's another thing. You know, I've been kind of going off on Delete Fall Mountain. I've been kind of suggesting how they play. I've been kind of talking about how they play. That Chewy is the enforcer and Triumph is the one who's kind of, you know, he waits for his opportunity, but he doesn't really instigate. Do they know that about them? Do they try and target Triumph and get him by himself in order to push him off? Or maybe they try and get the instigator out and eliminate Chewy Louie so that they can do that with Triumph more easily. Let's see what the play is here. I would see that Belcan goes for some physical approach to this rollout if they want to gain back some of those kudos. But it might be a little too late, to be honest, because these NPCs are getting eliminated super fast in this rollout.
About to say, I figure in this fruit cannon variation, this round ends pretty quickly. Only 2 more spots in the drink are open. You saw them getting a little grabby with one another, but nothing necessarily going through.
You can kind of see Chewy is on the prowl. Triforcer's got to watch his back because Chewy is just waiting for the right moment to strike here. Oh, you can see the moves. You can see Triforcer trying to go for a last-ditch push on
the whole time.
Triumph while he had the opportunity, but wasn't able to pull it off.
Yeah.
So everybody moves on.
Yeah, good.
Everybody moving on. Everybody surviving and advancing. Again,
yeah, Team Belgium.
Well, Team Belcan with that.
Let's go, Team Belcan.
Closing in on 1,000 kudos advantage.
For Team Belcan.
Our next game is 25 players. No group games to be had. And we got a wall guys.
Ooh, wall guys. All right.
Another big obstacle course style game. Triumph and Chewy Louie have been dominating these.
I didn't see myself.
See if that carries over to wall guys as well. Again, everyone, this is the second episode of the second and final semifinal match. The winners of this will be moving on to face Fi-Fi and Philly.
I got grabbed.
Super Battle Bros.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
For the championship. Losers of this, their night will not be over. They will be facing off as well in the third place matchup.
That's right. And the third place matchup is going to be coming your way immediately after this semifinals match, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss it. We're going to a 5-round format for these last 2 matches.
Everyone trying to get, looks like all of our players are still with the pack. No one's created any separation yet.
First one over into the red section is going to be Triforcer, though, and he's looking. He's seeing Chewy Louie is taking the team play. He kind of knows that there's no opportunity here for anybody to jump across to this tall block. So even if he pushes it forward, he's not providing anybody a real advantage. It's not until you get those little blocks stacked up that anything's going to start happening here. And who's the first one up the wall? It's Triumph, and he gets the grab on the ledge.
Oh shit! I did.
Oh, and Triforcer not able to follow suit, so he's gonna have to climb back up.
I'm in.
I'm not.
Yeah, that
yet.
is once again gonna be
Oh my God.
bada bing, bada
So
boom.
C into.
Gold for
they're all
Triumph,
in.
silver for Chewy Louie. Not gonna lose
go there.
any of that kudos count advantage right now.
Oh, no.
We're quickly getting to the point where Belkin,
Oh, no.
it's
Fuck.
it's
no.
gonna be
Rip,
all in
man.
the crowns.
I have to get this.
And
And
crown,
just
dude.
like that,
Oh, round
Triforcer
three.
is actually
Fuck,
not
feels
quick
bad,
enough
man.
to
Yes.
make it through.
Ah.
And it's
I'm
just
sorry,
Mickey
dude.
Moose
Shit.
left on the
Sorry.
Belcan
Well,
team against
it's alright, man.
2 of these
It's the first time it
powerhouses
happens
on
this tournament,
Delete
so.
Fall Mountain.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
That
green
is
by-
gonna make it
I got
very,
griefed
very,
by,
very
Chewy
tough.
at
Not
start.
only are you
That
down a
didn't-
player who could
no,
potentially get you
that
more
was-
kudos, so they want to see this game
was the
end
problem.
quickly.
Just fucked
15,
up.
we might be looking
my
at
bad.
another 5v5v5 type
that third
game.
round?
Are we
Yeah,
getting
that's
rock and
third
roll?
round.
We're getting rock and roll.
We're getting rock and roll.
Unfortunate
I mean, if
for
we
him,
lose
that's
here,
going to be even more of
it'll
a
be the best,
kudos
but-
advantage for
have to
Delete
double
Fall
crown
Mountain
it at
just
the end, then.
playing this game.
Yeah.
Yep, and if you're Triforcer, you got to be feeling pretty bad about that. You know, he was
If we lose here, it's
destined
not
to be
bad.
second place
But,
in
yeah,
that wall, guys.
still.
He was very close. He just missed a grab and then wasn't able to get back up on the platforms in time to make it in. And so it's all on Mickey Moose to kind of make some moves happen. You know, if you're Mickey Moose, you might be kind of hoping that these NPCs with the other balls are just absolute gods at rock and roll, and maybe they get eliminated and they're just forced to play another episode. But who knows what's going to happen here? A 2v1 situation in a final is always going to be a tricky thing. What do you think the final that they want to see is? What do you, if you're Belcan right now, if you're Mickey Moose, what final do you want to see to try and even the scores here?
I want something that's going to give me, that's just going to benefit more
Aaron.
from communication. Any of the
Security crown,
games
dude.
can potentially do that. Maybe something a
actually hoping
little
for, like,
sweatier,
Hexagon? It can't be Full Mountain.
like
or
maybe a hexagon.
obviously.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, I
Any
know,
of them,
but
because if
still,
it's
if-
Fall
even if
Mountain,
we-
you
even
can
if
just
we
have
get
one of
this
you
round,
hang
we're
behind, grab Mickey Moose
Yeah,
till
I
the
know,
sun
But we
comes
need to
up.
get a crown.
Don't
Yup.
give him a chance.
Yeah.
If
That's
I had
it.
to lean
Uh,
one direction, I maybe go
we'll see.
towards Hexagon.
Crossing my fingers.
I feel like that's the one where the
follow.
griefing potential is at the smallest, but it's
not
tough.
gonna be,
Let's
but-
see what we're
And
getting.
look at what we get.
That's the best he can get.
Yeah, he's
Best he
gonna go
can
for the
get.
grief as well,
I
so
think you're right. That
it'll be
jump
alright.
showdown is a really scary place to be if you're just 2v1, you know?
Keep it
You can
cool.
get
You got
full
this.
grabbed by
I
one of their
believe in you.
competitors, and that secures the deal.
Yeah,
I think that Hexagon is about the best thing you can ask for if you're Mickey Moose right
they're
now.
on
You just
the
got to
other side of
stay,
you. You
keep
got
your
a lot of
distance from
space.
these other competitors, and just hope for the best. Hope for some good spawns. Hope for falling onto the spots on these Hexagons that gives you the most space, and just watch it play out from there.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah,
lot of
definitely.
pressure right now on Mickey Moose, but these are a lot of the best Fall Guys players in the world. He has played this game a couple hundred times at least. Can he pull one out here and keep them in the game?
still on
At the
blue.
very, very, very least,
He's
Delete
out.
Fall Mountain needs to not
Okay.
win this one if you're a
Kinda got a
Belkin
lot
fan.
of space.
Absolutely. Yeah, another crown spells almost imminent death for the Belkin team because think about all those kudos. Triumph has just been crushing the kudos. And speaking of Triumph, look at this. Triumph is right on Mickey
Yep.
Moose's tail,
Yep.
gives him the yank. He says, how do you do?
I got
Down
you.
to the blue layer with you.
Wow.
Oh, but then Triumph
Ooh,
takes a
he
little
fell
bit of a dip
hard.
himself, but Chewy Louie's got all this space
Oh
on the
my
orange
God,
layer
those jumps.
above. Mickey Moose is just making use of everything that he has on
he's
this
still
blue
on
layer.
orange. He's-
Unfortunately, down to the purple layer
Honestly,
now.
Lot of tight
lot of real
jumps right
estate
there on
here.
Mickey Moose's part. So
Two
shout outs to him,
layers above
giving
you.
them as much
And he got
of
blue
an
to go to as well.
opportunity as possible to keep his team in the game. Still are 3 competitors and looks like 6 other, down to 5 other NPCs. Cutting off that NPC for Mickey Moose,
Oh, man.
doing
Oh.
all he can.
He's on yellow. He's
Looking
dropping
at
to
his
the bottom.
last layer.
Mickey Moose is down on
Are
the
you still
blue.
in? Yeah.
Triumph is still on the
He's on
yellow,
blue.
kind of
Still
taking
in,
his
but
time, and you
come
see
on,
Triumph
come
is
on,
actually trying to do a little bit of cutoff strats here. Is it going to be
don't
worth
know,
it?
I
It's
don't
the
know.
2 of them
Oh.
left on one side, Mickey
Well, I
Moose
have a
on the
couple
other,
room.
who has more tiles.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, they are completely isolated right now. I
Guys, at
think
least
Chewy Louie's got a
chill.
decent spot. There goes
Okay, it's
Triumph.
you and Chewy. It's you and
Yeah,
Chewy.
looking like if
Yeah.
Chewy can make just a couple jumps, he's got this one.
Yep,
Fuck,
just a
dude.
couple more
Yeah.
spaces
Nice.
over Mickey Moose to
Try my
secure
best.
another
Yeah, I
crown
know.
for
My
Delete
best.
Fall
Like,
Mountain.
for real, that was good.
That is going to be. It was already a commanding lead after round one. Now it's
Adapting
almost
well.
insurmountable.
It was big.
They are almost to the point where even a double crown might not be able to do it. Just so dominating in all the preliminary rounds building up to that. Their kudos count advantage is going to be closing in on 2K right now. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Belkan team on this one. But hey, even if they don't make it into the finals, even if this isn't their match, then they still are in it for the money. They still got at least a little prize money walking away from this. They got to be happy about that. You know, pat themselves on the shoulder, say, hey, we're the top 4 teams in this highly competitive tournament. We made it this far. We got to be proud of that. And, you know, it's still not over. At this point, I'm kind of gunning. I don't want to say, Belkan, you know, this episode doesn't matter, that this round doesn't matter. But I am kind of looking at this, and I'm saying, hey, maybe we'll see another 5,000 episode or another 5,000 round from Delete Fall Mountain and just secure their dominance in this tournament. That's going to give them the boost that they probably want to have going into those finals with that much momentum.
Yeah, looking at, we said it, almost 2,000 points of advantage, 1975. Gonna need a round 1 elimination with a double crown, but like you say, maybe the biggest thing to look at is can Delete Fall Mountain top, what, do you know the exact score they had last night for the 5,000 point round?
It was just over 5,000. I think it was 5,180. Let me just double check. No, it was just over 50-20.
50-20. They very well could top that again tonight.
You're seeing these rounds. Yeah, the combination scores between these two players, you're looking at like 1,700 kudos per round. They are absolutely dominating. The 1,700 would give them the high score in this tournament that they need. So talking about it, you know, it looks pretty bleak. 2,000 kudos difference between Belkan and Delete Fall Mountain. But I'm kind of gunning for Delete Fall Mountain to get that crown and see just how dominating they can be.
Yeah, right now, if I'm Triforcer and Mickey Moose, this is like, if I'm their coach, I'm thinking, no matter what happens this round, you've got more games to play tonight. There is still more money on the line in that 3rd place match. I want to just feel like we're playing good, we're playing sound, and we're going to play it out tough. You get a crown here, that's a big confidence booster going into that 3rd place match.
Absolutely. Yeah, if I'm Triforcer and Mickey Moose, you know, I'm saying, hey, Delete Fall Mountain, let's see you get this crown and let's see you get the 5,000 kudos. But if I'm Belkan, I'm not trying for that to happen. I'm going to be giving it my all. I'm going to be keep pushing, going to keep proving that I am a force to be reckoned with. And that's, you know, try and, you know, push back a little bit. Tell Delete Fall Mountain that we're not pushovers, that we can actually take one from you. Let's see it happen.
Let's see it go down. Going here into the final round of the semifinals of Fallapalooza. What are we going to have for our first match? We're going to see, looking like...
Take these axes not take me. I'm going to delay a little.
All right, players going in, getting those nice slope boosts.
Okay.
Yep, we got ourselves a Night Fever.
Night Fever. Yep.
No,
Yeah, I swear.
And look who's out in front. It's Triumph again. What outfit is he
unstoppable
donning
wall.
this time? It looks like he is a Boxer
not
Princess.
finishing hot here.
Boxer
time.
Princess, the ultimate combo here in the ultimate knockout
I got
game.
3rd place.
Yep.
How about Date?
Triforcer lagging a little bit
pretty
behind.
sure Triumph got
The
first.
KO
Wants to
Queen.
make
And
sure
HB got
he's able
second.
to see a final this time.
No, 4th.
The KO Queen bringing in another gold medal. This domination is just astounding on Triumph's side. It's incredible. Gold medal after gold medal after gold medal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Triforcer, gotta love the swag, jumping around the goal tape, around the pole. You'll love to see it. Again, that's more points in the swag tournament. I don't know the official name, so I'm just calling it the swag tournament.
Yeah, can one of my chat address OD Chaos here because I'm not capable.
All right,
of,
once
talking about
again,
it.
that's 70 kudos advantage.
I don't
for
wanna
Triumph and
talk about
Chewy
it.
Louie. They are not taking their foot off the gas. They're still going. They know they've got a lot bigger sights than just getting to the finals. They want it all. And they want it now. Fi and Philly waiting in the winner's
What are we gonna
circle, seeing who their opponents
Finals
are going
right
to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
another rollout. Rollout's been
Rollout.
popular the
Autobots
last couple of
roll out.
rounds in our lobbies.
Yep.
Seen a lot of
This is
different
gonna be,
variations
we have
on
to get
it.
Ooh,
greedy.
hard variation. Yeah.
Oh, the R variation.
At the
as well.
baby rollout, we
should,
just got
but it's gonna be
3 to move
dangerous.
around on.
I know.
Love it. Are we going to see the fruit cannons as well?
The thing is, I'm not like the
Oh.
griefing on jump. On
Hey,
Full
if you're
lobby.
a Triforcer and Mickey Moose, this is what you want. Like, this
I
is where
am,
I'm
but
selling out.
I don't
I
know.
am selling
Should
out
I?
to push them off.
Absolutely.
I will have never been more
Just gotta
aggressive.
run this way anyway.
If they
Yeah.
get both,
Right here.
okay, so we've obviously narrowed it down to a very slim chance. But if you're Triforcer and Mickey Moose, the best way to try and catch up here is you get Chewy Louie off,
Better.
you get Triumph off in
Oh,
this
I'm getting grief about this
very,
guy. Why,
very tight. You can see how many bodies are on that yellow platform. Just very tight rollout. You double eliminate them. You get a jump showdown. You double crown. The only double crown that we've seen all night. You know, that's the way to put on the best show that you possibly can here.
Both our players diving on, knowing that disc was going to
Sweaty.
save them.
I made
and
it.
unfortunately, that
Yeah,
round
me
was
too.
over with in about 30
I was like not in a good
seconds.
spot.
There
Yep.
weren't a
Around them
lot
to
of
grief them, so.
opportunities to get them there.
Second place is 600. Third place is 240, I think, or 260.
Talking
and
about
last
those
place is,
prize money
160.
payouts. We haven't really talked about how
It's in my
much each of
Discord.
these competitors get,
If
but
you
now
would
that
like
we're
to check
in the
that out.
money, might as well talk about it now. The total prize pool for Fallapalooza is $2,000. These
Yeah, I
funds
did see
provided by
Spot
the community
grief them.
for the community.
So,
If
oh,
people
man,
wanted
this
to
again?
contribute
No
by
way to do
paying
it.
in their way, maybe a little entry fee, they were absolutely
You can
allowed
try to
to.
keep them,
If a
can,
spectator wanted to
but-
contribute to
Yeah,
seeing this
you can
tournament
clutch it.
happen, they were allowed to. $2,000
Still,
prize pool
if I
for
get
this
griefed
tournament.
here,
$1,000
Again. Well, not
going to
again,
the
but-
winner. 50% of that prize pool. Second place gets 600. Third place gets 240.
I need to
Fourth
make
place
it.
getting 160
Yeah, exactly.
USD.
I know I got grief again.
Nice. That is great to hear. Love to
It's
see
desync, though.
more
Holy shit.
prize money in the
good.
pools for speedrunning and speedrunning adjacent tournaments. Love to see more and more competition, almost esports style right here. So here we are in another wall, guys. This one unfortunately eliminated Triforcer. Might have eliminated their tournament hopes here. Again, as you heard with that prize pool,
Get
still a
out.
lot to play for, even going for the third
Fuck
place over the
Peabody,
fourth
dude.
place.
And look at this
And what-
domination
fucking hell,
from
I-
Tribe.
What?
Like it's
There's a lot of
look at he's doing a
Yeah,
little wall
what?
dance. Look at him go. Shake that booty, Triumph. You've earned it.
Ooh,
it.
girl.
Knew it.
Ooh, girl. Look at that body. How much is he going to get to dance before getting to go for first place? He got like a solid 30 seconds of quality alone
man.
time right there with the wall, taking his first
place.
place, taking that gold
Right.
medal.
I love that. Look, Triforcer.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming back. You
Oh, he
see,
fell.
he's
Right,
like,
he
okay,
fell.
you know
He
what?
fell.
It's me and you on this wall. We can prevent
Try to
Chewy
get that.
Louie from getting in
Nah,
here.
well,
Let's stand
we
here.
should.
Let's
Nah,
play
I'm
guard.
gonna secure
Let's make
third.
sure it doesn't
Hey,
happen.
all right.
Yeah, get that third. I think we should.
All right.
Like to see a little cheeky right here.
Yeah.
Telling
Triforcer.
Triforcer to move in.
Yep, you can hear the comms saying Triforcer, just go in, get your silver medal. We need the medals. Might as well.
Go
Chewy
for it.
Louie
Oh,
saying,
job.
nope, not even
Yeah,
taking
nice.
Yeah.
a moment to stop and say, how do you do? He's just going in. No way to stop him.
I respect that. I respect giving that a shot. Chewy Louie just a little too fast.
Yep. I actually didn't know that you could grab the wall in that way. I did not know you could come back to the wall and do a little
Yeah.
booty dance. That's really cute. I'm probably going to start doing that.
That's some good swag right
So
there.
after this,
Yeah.
we'll be
Silver
fine.
medals across the board, gold medal for Triumph, just raking them in.
Yeah, if we're
This
fighting
episode
this,
has been gold medals for
fourth
Triumph
spot.
all day long.
Gold medal
Alright.
city. They can set a new high for a set here in Fallapalooza. If they can secure a crown, they are absolutely beating 5,020 points.
True.
What
Might
are we
be
going to get?
looking-
Are we going to get one more round to pad that a little bit?
Yep. It's going to be a
Oopsie
hoopsie daisy. And, you know, even if griefing or BMing in a team game was allowed in this tournament, Delete Fall Mountain kind of looking at this, kind of chuckling and being like, hey, doesn't even really matter at this point. We might as well just play our game and see how many points we can get in this hoopsie daisy.
Yep.
Kind of sad. I would have hoped like for.
Yeah,
And
do
the-
you have a high score you've hit on one of
What?
these?
You know what?
Huh?
I will. You
These
keep
things, dude,
talking.
I got
I'll
my
open
gold
up my
and
tracker and I'll
green,
let you know
like-
right away.
All
That's
right,
weird,
Chad.
man.
I want to hear on a
I
scale.
didn't even go for it.
What?
don't know
Not
if
on
he
a
missed
scale.
his
What's
jump.
your
Yeah, I don't know
favorite
if he missed
number?
his jump
Just
when
what's
he
your
was
favorite
going
number,
towards it
Chad?
and-
That's going to be our way to entertain ourselves while Dangerous
We're
is
still
looking it
at
up.
low, like-
Pick your favorite number between 1 and 100. If you were playing Hoopsie Daisy, what number would you want to get? We got some votes for 79. We got another number with a face afterwards. We got 88.
Oh my
214.
gosh,
That would be a high score in Hoopsie Daisy. I'd like to see. I know there's variations you could play on this to where now triple digits is very much a thing. I have definitely been the idiot that has ruined the 69 before. I felt quite bad. I was jumping as someone else did. It said 68. By the time I got through the hoop, it said 70, and I felt like an idiot.
The twofer.
There you go.
All right. I found it. You ready for the high score in Hoopsie Daisy?
Right. High score in Hoopsie Daisy. Dangers, let it happen.
95.
95. We have not seen the triple digits yet.
Not seen the triple digits yet. I do know it is possible. There's a variation of this game that we like to call Oops All Golds. Essentially, not that all the rings are gold. We haven't seen that happen. But if a gold ring spawns in, it is this variation, in fact, the one that they're playing right now. If a gold ring spawns in, as soon as they get it, another gold ring is going to spawn in a normal place right afterwards. It's just gold ring after gold ring after gold ring. This is the variation you need if you want to get those high scores.
Oh, man, we got 68. Count them up, chat. We just got 69. Now they're going to stop there. No mean numbers today. We got 70. I'm seeing a 76. They must have just gotten a gold crown. Gold crown? I mean, hoop. So much gold in this game.
Yep, racking them up.
78. Oh, can we get to 80? 5
81.
seconds left on the clock.
Looking like 81 to finish it up. Very nice.
A respectable number from all of our players. The top Hoopsie Daisy players in the world. We invited today on for Fallapalooza.
Hey, but we had a great run, man.
10 players remain going into a final. It's got to be a final right now. I would love to see a jump showdown just to see the hands-on approach that Belcan takes. Maybe trying to knock him out. Maybe get the first double crown of the entire event. I'm actually very surprised. Here we go, jump showdown.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Shit.
This is the only game, realistically, they had a shot on. What's going to be their strategy? Do they go for grabbiness? Do they just say, we're both going to jump for 5 minutes? Get your timers going, everyone. It starts in 5 minutes.
That's right. You know, maybe we don't know for sure. Maybe they're talking in the background. Maybe they're saying, hey, we already know this game is over. We just eliminate all the NPCs and all 4 of us jump our way into our 3rd place and final matches.
Whatever reason.
Show domination. Put the fear of God in all of our opponents.
Including the NPCs. Even the ones that don't know that Fallapalooza is happening live right now coming your way.
No one has been eliminated yet. All 10 players still alive. We still got 5 spaces on the board.
You see this split. We're looking at like a bit of a biohazard symbol going on here.
Yep, loving it. As a fan of the Resident Evil series, loving it.
Ooh, look at this split. We have half of the lobby staying on this yellow platform, solo out in the middle of nowhere. One of the blue platforms has to go down or else half of the lobby is just getting tossed into the slime. Which platform is it going to be? It's going to be the blue platform nobody was standing on. All of the competitors are still in. But look at this. Chewy Louie gets grabbed, put into the slime. Triforce on the other side getting put into the slime.
Down to Triumph and Mickey Moose.
Yeah, good run.
And they're going for the grabbiness.
We can't win this. But yeah, make the best of it.
Yep, they're on the same
Triumph looking
platform.
to try to end this one early.
Look at Mickey Moose. Mickey Moose is making those moves happen, looking to make those grabs.
Oh, I missed.
They've got the NPC in between them as a bit of a buffer. Oh, and Triumph not able to get his grab off. And just like that, it's all Mickey Moose all day long here on the Jump Showdown. They just have one NPC to deal with, and then the other platform of yellow on the other side.
Yeah, Mickey Moose trying to go, losing his NPC. He's got the board all to himself now. 2 NPCs. He's got a chicken and a ninja between him and feeling a lot better about themselves going into that 3rd place match. The chicken's gone. It's down to the ninja.
See, the chicken tried to jump across, tried to cause some havoc, get away from the ninja, and look at that.
Guys.
What a way to finish up the semifinals. Mickey Moose gives you a little high, saying, yes, we're here to play. We can get those crowns against one of the best teams in this competition.
About to say, very nice to see that for them on their way out the door. Definitely going to be going to that 3rd place match, but a big confidence booster. And again, a sizable markup in the cash payout. Awesome to see on their end.
That's right. Delete Fall Mountain's got to be feeling really good. Really good that they're moving on into the finals. And yeah, you know, Mickey Moose gave them what they needed to see, you know, that we're here to play. And then maybe they're going to pick up some momentum here. That's what we can hope to see, right? We're hoping that Triforcer and Mickey Moose take that momentum of that crown at the very end into the 3rd place match and make it happen for them.
So I am going to be swapping out in the commentary booth here momentarily, but I want to hear from you before I jump out. Who are your picks for both the first place and third place matches? We'll start with the third place match.
Yep. Let's see, chat. I'm going to go. Once we have the scores in, we'll be able to look at the bracket. I think we have to manually enter the third place match, so might take a little bit to get the bracket open, but we can look at the scorecard in the meantime and stuff like that once the scores are in. We'll talk about these teams, though. Who do we got in the third place match? We've got Triforcer, and we've got Mickey Moose of Team Belcan, and they're facing off. They're facing off against it was Nightwalker and Indo. That's right.
Yep, Nightwalker and Indo.
The team Positive Vibes. And, you know, those Positive Vibes are doing really good stuff for them. Like, they gave Philly and Fi-Fi a real run for their money in that semifinals match. They're obviously really strong. Yeah. It came down to literally a frame at the very end of that Fall Mountain. Otherwise, they'd be in the finals position right now. So you can't discount them right there. It's hard. It's hard to say. I don't know who I'm going to pick out of those two.
There it is, the official bracket right now. Positive Vibes and Belcan facing off against each other for the third place position. If I have to pick one, I still like my boys, Belcan. I'm sorry, I've been wrong all day. So if this is a curse I am putting upon you, well, I like Jinx. So, you know, it is what it is. But we got Super Battle Bros facing off with Delete Fall Mountain, a Cup 4 Titans of this game. You know, I like my boys from the speedrunning community, Philly and Fi-Fi there. They've won a lot of trophies in Fall Guys tournaments. But Delete Fall Mountain, they look scary.
Oh, they do look scary. Very dominating force, even without the crown, getting 4,400 kudos in that match. Insane. Yeah, little refresh on Belcan's score with the crown, bringing him up to 3080. Yeah, you can see even another crown on top of that wouldn't have been quite enough. They kind of hoping for a triple crown, to be honest, in order to catch up to Delete Fall Mountain. They were just crushing those gold medals.
Yeah, that is how much of a difference the preliminary matches can make in these. For just the kudos by themselves, not even for the crowns, that shows you it right there. They still wouldn't have been close even with the double crown. So unbelievably dominant performance by Delete Fall Mountain to get to this point after squeaking by 2,000 crowns in our quarterfinal match earlier today. And now it's all left. We got 8 players, 4 teams left to duke it out in 10 rounds of Fallapalooza goodness.
That's right. That's right. We're going to take a short intermission, let you guys stretch your legs, get up, grab a drink, prepare yourselves for the third place match between Positive Vibes and Belcan. We're going to be back here. Thank you, Spike Vegeta, for joining me on the commentary. We're going to be switching out a commentator. Don't go away. It's going to be Apollo, a.k.a. Dumb Dog, in the booth for our final 2 matches. I'm excited. This guy, I've played with this guy in the Twitch Rivals events. We came second place together. This guy knows the game. He's going to bring the heat. He's going to bring the hype. Spike Vegeta, once again, can we get a shout out to Spike Vegeta in the chat? We've already got a poll asking how great was Spike on the commentary tonight. If you didn't say excellent, oh, they're all amazing. Okay, great. This is what I hoped for. Look at all these answers. Vote in that poll. Tell Spike Vegeta you appreciate him. And I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me in the booth. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, Dangerous, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do within your community and for Fall Guys. This has been awesome. And we're getting excited. We got 4 teams left for Fallapalooza, the inaugural event. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for having me on. Bye-bye.
That's right. 5-minute intermission. We'll be back here. Don't go away.